Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I probably talked on something like this before. I honestly cannot remember. But anyways, video games don't need to be realistic. Let me, hold on for a second. Let me just look it up real quick. Because I have a strange feeling like I talked on this before. Or I did an episode like this. But yeah, it's like overall video. If so, I'm about to do it again. It's going to be a part 2. Videos games need to stop being realistic. And I did that back in 2022. Well, you know what? I'm doing it in 2024 again. All right, 2024 edition. That's what we going to call it. But no, the thing is this. I played a lot of different video games from that time frame all the way up until now where they try too hard to be realistic. Like, no, seriously, they have it on some stuff where it's like you have to, all right, so the video game that caused me to do this episode is this video game is like Flight of Nova. I think that's what the name of that game is. Hold on for a second. Yeah, Flight of Nova. So anyways, it's this game where you're going around flying a spaceship. Seems like a cool game. Like when you watch the trailer and I watched some TikTok videos on it, it looked like a dope game. So they do have a demo that you can play, right? So anyways, I knew that the demo wasn't going to offer everything that needs to be, included and stuff in the full game. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead, drop the 30 on the game, play it, see what it's like and stuff. And I don't know, maybe I need to start doing that too when it comes down to video games, like instead of like talking bad about it, because it's like I know I could get my money back, but I'm thinking along the lines like, what if I can't get my money back? Like this, what if this is the one time, because I don't know how Steam works when it comes to refunds. Like I don't know if it's like an Xbox thing where after a certain amount of times, because I can tell you right now, there have been a lot of games where I had to get my money back. Because I'm like, fam, that game, it's like, it's either not good or they're making it too realistic to where it's like, fam, are you forgetting the fact that a person, it's a normal person that wants to play this game. I'm not trying to actually learn how to fly a spaceship. I'm just trying to play a video game and have fun with it, you know? Like, and that's the thing where it's like, you got where there's games out there where they want to be realistic with the shooting. They want to be realistic with driving. They want to be realistic with flying. They want to be realistic with everything possible. But it's like, okay, if we're going to have that debate, why is it that you guys are having to develop this game on an Xbox, a PlayStation, a PC, where you're limited to what you're actually going to be doing? So, for an example, this Flight of Nova game, right? If you're going to have it where I'm flying a spaceship, shouldn't I have like a spaceship rig or something in my room? Shouldn't I have like, you know, some like a spaceship controls? I'm playing this off of a Scuff. That the name of the controller that I use to play this game is a Scuff Envision. It's a controller that's $130. It's not equipped to be out here flying spaceships. It's equipped to play video games. That's it. That's all that controller is known for. So explain to me, how are you going to tell me that this game, it's like, you know, it's recommended you use a controller, but it's like, even with the controller, the game is still unplayable. Like, and so overall, just to explain to you guys, like, you know, myself playing this game. So flying around, yeah, that's I feel like that's the one thing that they did get down right, comparing it to other games. Because when I think of like flight games, when I think of like games where you're flying spaceships, planes, all that stuff, I think of, no, my fan is way too loud. But anyways, alright, so I might just have to roll up the sleeves and stuff. But anyways, I think of games like Ace Combat. I think of games like Flight Simulator. What are some other games? Games like Battlefield. I know I've had my struggles with flying planes in Battlefield, but eventually it was like after just one game, I figured it out. And I remember that was a long time ago. But anyways, games like that, War Thunder. I'm trying to think of some other games where I done flown like, you know, planes and spaceships and stuff. Even with X4 Foundation, it's like, and I'm going to mention that game because there is one thing that I had to admit, and I might not have all the best things to say about X4 Foundation, but I'm like, at least they did get this one thing down right, all right? But anyways, so flying, that's fine. Visuals, amazing. Talking on this Flight of Nova game, right? Everything about the game seemed decent, all right? But the one thing that I struggled with where it's like, fam, why not just add this as a feature so it can just eliminate that problem? An auto landing / docking feature. So I'm playing the game, right? So I played the demo, struggled with landing, then I played the full game, and they had me do this docking mission where I have to line up my spaceship perfectly so I can dock at this station. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm trying to play the whole game. I'm not trying to figure this out because I know eventually it is going to get to a point in time where I'm doing a mission and they're going to have it where I do this. And I'm like, I'm not trying to sit around for hours on hours trying to figure this out. So my thing is this. I have to say that is one thing about me that I find good, is that I can recognize when a game is going to be wasting my time. Now, I'm not trying to question the development of those developers behind Flight of Nova, but at the same time, there is one feature that you can add to that game that can eliminate my frustrations and stress and everything else. But I'm like, fam, that's what I'm talking about. It's like you're trying to be all ultra realistic with the landing and the docking, and it's like, bruh, we ain't here for all that. We is not here for all that. The funny thing is, go back some time, have it where you do add an auto land feature. Do you think anybody would question it? Especially if it's on some stuff where it's like you even ask the gamer, would you like to auto land or land it manually? You know, even if that's something that's like asked in the beginning of the game, like auto land or manual land, or in / docking. If that's an option, I will be more than happy to go out, buy that game, even if it's not even on sale. I'm like, I will pay full price to play that game again, because it looks like it, even the game is good. Okay, the game is good, but that's just the one thing that they messed up on, was that landing and docking. And I'm like, you guys need to change that. Y'all definitely need to change that and have it where it's just like an auto. Because I'm like, I didn't play X4, and so that's what I was going to talk on. X4 Foundations, they have that feature in the game. And matter of fact, there's the second spaceship that I ended up getting in that game. I remember when they had it where all I just had to do was just be in the area. Like, I remember with the first spaceship that they give you in that game, yeah, it takes you a while to land. But I remember with the second spaceship that they gave me, it was like, it pretty much, I just had to fly within that the distance of the landing area, and it auto land for me. Why is it that, excuse me, a game where I have always been critical of that game, but that's the one thing that they did get down right. But that's the thing though, even talking on X4 Foundation, it has its elements of where they're trying to be too realistic. And it's like, fam, remember, it is a gamer that's playing this game, alright? I'm not trying to actually learn how to fly a spaceship. That's what it's like the auto features are for. And it's funny because somebody goes on to say that, and I'm going to talk on this skill issue crap here in a moment, just for the fans of video games that want to argue and all that stuff. But anyways, I remember somebody was like, oh, because I did a video talking on X4 Foundation, and somebody was all like, oh, you want the developers to hold your hand? No. I want them to fully develop a video game. If you got all these other different video games out here that exist where it's like, okay, we got to remember there are gamers that's playing this game. There's casual gamers that's playing this. I'm not asking the developers to hold my hand. I'll play throughout that whole game, no problem. You just don't need to make it this over-the-top, challenging, difficult, realistic simulation. It's like, fam, I'm not here for all that. My thing is this, if I have so to explain to you guys my day prior before I start playing Flight of Nova, so I go out this morning, on my, way out, I realized that my AirPods, I didn't have my AirPods wasn't in its case, so I'm over here thinking to myself, what happened to my AirPods? I'm over here thinking, did my family sneak in my room in the middle of the night and take my AirPods? No, why would they do that? That's just petty. My family, they don't do stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, that's out of the question. My family ain't petty like that, all right? Now I'm over here thinking to myself, did I lose them on my way out? But I'm like, they were in my pocket. I vividly remember my two eyes and my glasses watching me pick up my AirPod case and putting it in my pocket. So that's why I'm like, fam, what's going on? Where are my AirPods? I looked outside. I looked in my room. I looked literally everywhere, bruh. I'm thinking to myself, I don't know where my AirPods are at, but that just started the day. I'm like, I was doing perfectly fine before that moment. And so I'm stressed out about that. Then halfway out and things, then that's when I remember, wait a minute, I dropped my AirPod case, but I'm thinking to myself, I've dropped so many different things. The AirPods, see, and that's the thing that confuses me on that. I want to just talk on that real quick. What kind of design is it where you guys make glossy AirPods, a glossy case, and not even so much as the case. I don't care for the case being glossy, but it's like you make it where the AirPods are glossy too, to where they perfectly fall out of the AirPod case. I don't get no notification that, oh, your AirPods have been removed from the case or something, or they've been outside the case for a long period of time without no detected sound. Then at least then I could have realized that, and I'm like, oh, Okay, but the thing is, I'm trying to think. I think I had even played videos because I'm trying to think, when did I drop that? I played videos. I played what else? It was a lot of different things that I did where it's like it wasn't like my audio wasn't working and stuff. So that's why I'm like even extra confused on like where, because I'm like, fam, I'm trying to think. Even that, like, I'm trying to think that night. I'm on my phone all the time. So I'm like, just to throw that out there, I'm like, if anybody ever tells you, oh, I was away from my phone, lies. But anyways, I'm on my phone a good majority of the day. I'm trying to think. I even recorded some TikToks. When did I record them TikToks? Hold on for a second, because I'm for certain that I recorded some TikToks yesterday, and it wasn't like, because usually when my AirPods are out, then it's like my iPhone, it's like it's linked to my AirPods, so it's like if no audio is coming out, I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? So and something would have been like, oh, okay, like audio or your AirPods is playing or something like that. But anyways, when did I do these TikTok videos? Because I'm for certain I did these TikTok videos yesterday, a day ago. And I'm like, and I think when I dropped my AirPod case, it was at least over 2 days ago. So that's why it really confused me. I'm like, fam, but anyways, I ain't gonna get too deep into that. I'm still gonna be talking on these video games being too realistic, but that's how my day was. So I come home, I play Flight of Nova. I'm like, all right, you know what? To relieve my stress, I found my AirPods. To relieve my stress, I'm gonna play this game, right? I got to that docking training mission thing. I all the way elevated to 100. I ended up, like, if you guys ever do get a chance, because it's gonna probably be a while before that stream gets posted onto my gaming channel, but it's like, if you ever do get a chance, whenever you do hear this episode and you're like overall just like, you know, searching through my gaming channel, the day when I post that video, just listen to the rant that I left at the end of that stream. And I'm like, you possibly could still find it on my Twitch channel whenever you guys do decide to. I guess if it's been some time, then yeah, that stream's most likely gonna be gone. But if you're listening to this, like today's the 21st, yeah, it's like you still got time, because usually streams, they disappear after a while on Twitch. Why, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, overall though, it's like, yeah, I let them have it. Because I'm like, man, it's things like that where I'm like, you have to understand that a person is, if they're having a stressful day, the last thing that they want to do is come home to a video game that's going to add more to their stress. And I'm like, and then the thing is this, people that want to jump to the, oh, it's a skill issue, you're just having a skill issue. Do you honestly think, when I'm playing a video game, right? Do you think anybody developed a skill when playing the Spider-Man game? Do you think people develop skills when they're playing Call of Duty? Do you think people are developed? Because the thing is this, every video game plays different. Every video game in the world plays different, unless it's made by the same company. But Call of Duty plays different than Battlefield. Battlefield plays different than 6 Days in Fallujah. 6 Days in Fallujah plays different than Halo. Halo plays different than, I'm trying to think of another shooter game out there. But are you catching my drift? That games play differently. So when I play video games like X4 Foundation, Ace Combat, I'm trying to think of some other games where they have like flight mechanics and you land like either plane or spaceship, it lands automatically. I'm trying to think. I feel like even Elite Dangerous, I have to play Elite Dangerous again to see. But I'm like, I done played so many different games where they just land the spaceship or plane automatically. So when I go and I play Flight of Nova, and I'm assuming that it's gonna have that same thing, and it doesn't, but you want to make it this over the top, difficult, challenging experience. It's like, no, that's not a skill issue. That's a lack of development on the developers, where they know that's one feature that a person is gonna want. And I'm like, I guarantee and I promise you, besides me, there have probably been other people that if this game, depending on how many people that played it, all right, if this game overall, like other people, they done talked about it. They done talked on how come this game ain't got no, at least if not talked about it, thought about it. To where it's like, why doesn't this game have an auto land feature? Because I'm like, even outside of the docking, there's been times where they wanted me to like land at like other areas and stuff, because they do have it where it's like you can fly around in space and you can fly around on a planet. So anyways, they'll have it where I'm landing on a planet and stuff. And then there was another mission where I kind of struggled with it a little bit when I was playing the demo, but I did manage to get it down when I had played the full game. I don't even know. And it wasn't even like the controls were different or anything. So that's the part that confused me. But anyways, games. I think that's just something where I'm like, when I'm recording videos or streaming, I don't know why, but I play games better. But I'm like, but when it's like I'm not playing it any better than I would on stream or off stream, I'm like, then something's wrong with this game. All right. But anyways, but no, when I was landing in the like just on some like random space station and stuff on the planet, so you have to like time the landing, because again, the game doesn't auto land for you. So at some point in time, and I imagine that when you start playing the full game, they are gonna have it where it's like, oh, you're gonna have to pay for the repairs and stuff. So you gotta land it perfectly so you don't mess up parts of your spaceship and things, because yes, that does happen. When you're landing and you land too aggressively, parts of the spaceship falls off. So and I'm like, fam, that's something where it's like, after the, first time, it's like, oh, wow, that's cool. But then it's like, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th time, then it's like, okay, bruh, what's going on? I'm trying to land this the best way that I can, but I can tell you this right now. I've never landed a spaceship before. So my thing is this, when people bring that up, oh, it's a skill issue. When have I ever said that I landed a spaceship? So it's like, obviously it's my first time. No, it is not. The thing is this. People, when they say crap like that, I'm like, okay. Now I'm like, again, do you think people are having a skill issue when they're playing as Spider-Man or Batman? No. Because it's like the game knows not everybody, if not everybody that plays this game has never been Batman before. The last time I was Spider-Man was when I was in elementary and it was Halloween. But other than that, I'm like, fam, I'm not Spider-Man. So I'm not expecting a Spider-Man experience, at least on some realistic experience. I'm expecting me to just have fun with a video game. So the thing is this, I'm not trying to have it where it's like, if I get shot, Spider-Man gotta be in the hospital. Oh, he has to go out and get Band-Aids. He has to go out and get alcohol. He has to go out and do all these different things just to tend to his wound. No, what they're going to do is cut to the next mission and have it where I'm fighting more crime or whatever villain that they got in the game. Same with Batman. It's like, do you think, oh, Batman, he has to sit down and build all this? Yeah, I can see them. You know what? Actually, that would be a good game. They have like a Batman simulator where it's like you're building like all of Batman's equipment, like you're building the Batarangs. That actually would be a decent game. I will play something like that, like a Batman builder simulator. Yeah, I think that needs to be a thing. DC, that's your guys' next video game. But I'm just saying though, it's like, and then that's the thing where it's like, if a game is designed that way, if that's what it's designed for, then okay. But it's like, but the thing is this, you gotta remember, people are trying to have fun. All right. So that's why I'm like, you guys are trying to make a simulation, but it's like, look, people, we're not here for no simulation. We're here for a video game. And that's why I had said earlier where I was like, no, with stuff like that, it needs to be separated. Video games need to be sold on Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and every other video game service out there. But these over the top simulations, it needs to be sold elsewhere. If not that, develop a video game. Don't develop a simulation, develop a video game. Because when I play games if we're going to talk on simulations, let's talk on some simulations. Let's talk on Gun Mechanic Simulator. They're not having it where I got to go out and buy all this equipment just so I could go and build some guns. No, they're having it where it's like, we got the stuff there. All you just need to do is just press this button, press that button, you done built the gun, all right? Car Mechanic Simulator. They're not like, oh, you got to go out and get a license to be a mechanic and do all this other extra stuff. No, you have your shop, you get a car, you start working on it. Click this button, hover over this, do that, you're good. Supermarket Simulator. They don't have it where it's all like, oh, your character gotta go file out taxes, deal with robberies, and all these other different, he done got shot, now he gotta be in the hospital. It's like, fam, no, that's not needed. I'm like, if they want to add that stuff, my thing is this. Add it, but don't make it to where it's this over-the-top, challenging, realistic thing. It ain't needed, bruh. I'm trying to play a video game. That's it, alright? So, anyways, yeah, it's just at times like there's just other games I can think of where it done did that crap, and I'm like, bro, people, the game don't gotta be realistic. It's a video game. Like, people don't play video. The thing is this: if you play a video game to get a realistic experience, it needs to be one of those things where it's like, yes, offer that, but at the same time, don't make it to where a person can't get past stuff. And it's like, and I'm over here because it's like, in this day and age, I feel like it's like that, where a lot of developers are like, okay, we know that people are gonna be sitting down playing this game for a long period of time, and we're gonna go and say some crap like, oh well, you hadn't fully experienced the game, so you can't really give a judging criticism on it and stuff. My thing is this: if it takes me 2 hours and 2 weeks to just get past docking at a station, no, then that's not meant for me. I'm like, cause I feel like a lot of games be doing that, where they're all like, okay, let's put in enough time to have it where it's all like they get beyond that 2 hour mark, or it takes them 2 weeks to play the game, and then after a while we just give up on it. No, bruh. Nah. I'm like, you guys need to, any and everything that a person is saying about your guys' game, you need to be either adding that stuff or working on that stuff. Because I'm telling you, going into 2025, there's going to be a lot of different video games where I feel like that you guys got something to prove. If you ain't proved it, you might as well shut down, all right? I ain't going to name no games, but I'm just saying there are some games out there where it's like that. So anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow or subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. Thank you guys, and peace.